Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nah, welcome back to Send the Record Straight podcast. And that's your boy Vic Slain Hope.
It's your girl Kai.
And today we're here to talk about body augmentation, you know, otherwise known as plastic surgery. And we just talking about like trending things that are kind of like going on today. And we're gonna be chatting about, like this kind of like new phenomenon, right? Where like everybody just feels like F the gym. If I want it, I can pay for it. You know what I'm saying? If I can afford it. And sometimes it's not even about fixing things, because I believe usually it's just fixing the insecurity. But nowadays it's just like, yo, I don't know. I still think I still think underline whatever people say that they get it, I think is insecurities attached to it. So, but some people would say like, no, I just yeah, some people be trying to come up with whatever excuses. I can't even like. I just feel like it's dumb to even repeat some of the stuff that they be saying. But like, sometimes you do need plastic. Like, let's say if you get into a car crash, if you get into a car crash and you got a nasty scar and you want to get that scar removed, so you get plastic surgery. That's cool. That's understandable. But then I think like oftentimes it's just about, yeah, I want a bigger butt. I want fatter lips. I want bigger boobs. I want to, flat stomach. Yeah, so I think like a lot of times it's just attack. And some women might say, oh, it's not because I'm insecure. I just don't want to go to the gym, or whatever, whatever excuse they tell themselves. What are your thoughts though?
Um, I think that body augmentation is being normalized. I think that many women are not doing the research, and a lot of women are dying and suffering complications from these surgeries. And I think that social media has played a part in this. I think that if you scroll down social media or we see images of women and it's not necessarily that these women, these bodies are achievable in the gym. A lot of these bodies are not achievable in the gym. A lot of these bodies are just straight genetics, right? There's some women who are born naturally with these figures, and there's some women who aren't. And in some cases, some of these bodies are just actually like unrealistic and far from natural. So oftentimes, a lot of these bodies that we see are only bodies that could be made on a surgeon table. And sometimes these bodies are marketed under the guise of we see women with waist shapers, with flat tummy tea, with products,
Um,
basically, you okay? With products trying to
um,
with products basically trying to sell something, right? And trying to sell. Now you're making me self-conscious because but anyways, my apologies, whatever. Yeah, selling products under the guise that if you purchase these products you can look like me, when these very women are not even taking the the products themselves. They went and got surgery. So I think that's one aspect of it. Like, I definitely agree. I think that all women have who have gotten plastic surgery have gotten it because they're insecure. So yeah.
um, okay. Somebody put.
Um,
Somebody said body shaming women just because they got work done isn't any better than body shaming a woman for being fat or being too skinny. And I would say this: if you fat, you fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get mad at the person who called you fat. You fat. Like, if you got a problem with being fat, go fix it. Go to the gym. Eat healthier food options. Like I feel like we living in a society where it's like we just want to put the outward blame. Like at the end of the day, like, if your hair doesn't look a certain way, right? You know what I go do? I go cut it. I'm not mad at the person that's making fun of my hairline or is making fun of like my hair appearance, right? Like I go take care of that. I go fix it. So like body shaming, nobody's body. I don't think anybody's body shaming. We're just talking about the phenomenon. Like you listen to hip hop songs today. Like I like it's a few songs where Lil Baby said something like, and one of the songs he said, "I ain't fucking nobody if she ain't got no ass shots." Like, so it's like this is some of the stuff that we hear in the music, right? And another song, Pop Smoke said, "Oh, you ain't get fucked because your ass ain't fat enough." You know, like so, and there's countless songs, right, where people are putting in their music like, "Oh, you ain't get picked, you ain't get smashed." Like the dude then buy you the drink because your shit ain't fat enough. You don't look appealing. You know, again, it goes back to the beauty standards, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this has nothing to do with body shaming. This is about people are putting messages in music and media and all these different things and painting a picture, painting a certain visual that is okay. And again, I don't really care. I mean, I don't want a woman that's fake. I don't I don't even want to mess with a woman that wear fake hair. That's just me. I'm not here to set the standard for people. I don't want a woman that's fake. I don't want a woman that wear fake hair. I don't want a woman that wear fake nails, the fake lashes. I don't want none of that. You know, like because all of that stuff, I don't care how many times they want to say it's because they feel good. If you need something like that to make you feel good, you are insecure about something. Bottom line. I don't care what you say. So, and I really don't want a woman who is insecure. That's just me. You know, like I'm pretty sure a lot of women probably don't want an insecure men. I don't know. I can't speak for them. But I just think that it's a message. It's something that is being perpetuated constantly that it's okay. It's okay. Like you got women that just got a problem with how their lips look and they go get lip fillers. And then y'all want to call them, y'all want to say, like when Caucasian women go do that, y'all want to call them cultural appropriators, right? Like y'all want to say all the crazy stuff about them, but then it's you know, it's like we pick and choose who we gonna, you know, who we gonna shame. Like when a white woman go get her booty done, it's a problem. You know, when a sister go do it, oh, maybe she just took the fat off her stomach and injected it to her butt. It's just like, oh, that's okay, that's acceptable. But I don't know. You like you
I
want to say
think
something?
I think we're shifting into a different conversation, but I definitely think that nowadays I think that white women who go and get lip fillers and go and get hip fillers and go and get their butt done.
How did
Um,
it shift though? Because I feel like it's all the same thing.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
You said it shifted, but how did it shift? I feel like it's the same thing.
I'm sorry. I kind of lost me with the shifting.
You
I
shifted. You said you
Oh,
said that.
I feel like the conversation is shifting because I mean we're talking about cultural appropriation. That's what I mean.
No, are we talking about still plastic surgery? I said exactly.
Right. I just don't want to shift the conversation into cultural appropriation. That's why I said I don't want to go into that, but I was going to say something briefly on it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that cultural appropriation, in terms of that, in terms of white women who go and they invest in lip fillers and they invest in hip fillers and butt fillers, definitely it is cultural appropriation because a lot of these women, a lot of these non-black women to be specific are going to look like black women. Like that's we're not going to not acknowledge that. And what is specifically violent, right? And it's not even only with bodies, right? It's more we see it with the tanning of the skin. We see it with the type of hair that they choose to wear, and the type of lingo that they also choose to use, right? Black culture and hip hop in general, because hip hop has become like globally one of the most popular genres, we have seen a shift in terms of not even only with women but with white boys in the middle of America, with them running around with do rags on their head and Jordans. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen that change. I mean, that has gone across, like I said, with men and women. But it's kind of weird. It's like they're caricaturing black women. We see it with the Khloe Kardashian, the Kim Kardashian, and that hand in hand not only goes with looking like a black woman, but that goes hand in hand also with having sex with black men and having these mixed race babies. So I disagree with you. I definitely think it has a lot to do with cultural appropriation.
How you disagree?
Okay.
I said how you disagree. What are you talking about?
You said you don't think that's cultural appropriation.
No, I didn't. I don't know what she. Maybe you need to close the laptop over there or something. Whatever you're looking at, because you know you like you messing up. But anyway,
Yo, you. All right, go ahead.
I, I don't know when you heard. I never said that wasn't cultural appropriation. What we listening to? Come, you know, help out in the comments. Cause I ain't never say that was a cultural appropriation.
Yo, somebody said in the comments, stop pressing me. Yeah, stop pressing me. Like, what's going on? You had a bad day today?
I'm just trying to understand you better. But you're right. But look, you know what I'm saying? I ain't making you say sorry because you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna move right along. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, definitely they're trying to embody the bodies of melanated women. So do you think so again, we touched upon like media and all of these things are some of the reasons and the insecurities. So do you feel like men also play a part in like kind of like driving this kind of like car or this boat in a certain direction of like women being influenced to do it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like oftentimes in conversations like this, when we talk about plastic surgery, it's easier for men to say, it's easier for you to say, you know what I'm saying, that they're just insecure, right? That's why they're doing these things. However, like, women's investment in beauty is something that can change your life, literally, as a woman, right? So oftentimes we seen it time and time again, women who are attached to these men, um, and they literally offer nothing else but their beauty. They're taken care of. They jump from rapper to rapper. And this is just in terms of popular culture. And literally, the only thing that they have to offer is beauty, whether or not it be an attractive face, or it be a nice body, or it be a combination of both. So I think that desirability and I think beauty is different for men and women. For men, it's a plus if you're handsome, right? But for women, inherently, it is important. From the time that we're young, we strive to be beautiful. We strive to be attractive. And based on how attractive you are, can literally change your entire life. So for many women, I feel like women oftentimes they go and they invest in their bodies, and they invest in different things, whether it be makeup, whether it be jewelry, whether it be whatever, a wax. There's so many different smaller things of beauty that women invest in that are outside of basically plastic surgery to appear more attractive. Um, so I think that, like, yeah, like when we have conversations about this, I think a lot of men suffered like to really understand why women do the things that they do, because they just don't understand what it feels like to, from a woman's perspective, to be considered ugly, and how it could change your whole life.
So you justifying the insecurities.
No, I'm not justifying insecurities. I'm just saying that again, going back to what I said, I think that it's easier for men to just say that, oh, they're just being insecure. But we're not talking about the actual social consequences of women who are undesirable, of women who are ugly. It's real.
Yeah, we ain't trying to hear that because when girls be telling dudes they wee small, you know what I'm saying, and they gotta hold that down, you know what I'm saying, they don't go kill themselves behind that. You know what I'm saying? They hold it down. You know what I'm saying? They don't go to the surgeon like yo, I'm gonna go get penis enlargement.
Some men do.
You know
Some
what I'm
men do.
saying?
But also, it's different for men. That's my whole point. It's different for
What you
men.
mean? That's his whole manhood.
The value,
Hold on, let me tell you something. The
the value
moment
of men, the
hold
value
on,
of
hold
a
on, hold on. I get what you're saying, the value and the money and all of that. But I'm saying the moment the word get around that you got a small wee wee, it's a wrap.
not really.
Yo,
And let me tell you why. The value of a man is in his pockets. A woman will
hold
gladly
on.
sit there and be with a man with a micro penis if he has money.
She not doing nothing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You act like she just there for the bread. She just gonna get the bread. She not. She might not give you none. She might come on, like come on, like come on. You can't be serious. Come
Women
on.
don't have those options.
Yo, hold on. But what I'm saying is that it's like this: small wee wee, bad sex. It's come on. You acting like dudes' reputation don't get tarnished off of that. Like dudes'
But if
reputations.
mhm,
Hold on. Like I could look at you, but guess what? Somebody gonna take that ugly thing down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna take you. Come on, you know this. You say it
yes,
yourself. You say
yes,
dudes who smash anything.
yes,
I
yes.
wrote you with a fat butt.
But
You
a
said dudes
woman,
who smash it.
but a woman's objective is not in being smashed like how a man's objective. A man's objective, right? If the only thing it takes, right, is for him to throw some money at you and get sex, he's happy with that exchange. He got what he wanted. Women don't just want to get smashed. So that making that analogy means what? Women want
When
partnership.
I mention smash, it's like attention. You getting attention from some type of guy.
Right. And no matter how, and you're damn right. No matter how big, no matter how ugly a woman is, there will always be a man there that's willing to stick his penis in her vagina. You're absolutely right.
But if you can't stick that thing nowhere,
But is that what women value? Is that what's translated to attention?
no, but that's
Attention
attention
to
though.
women is not that booty call at 2 o'clock in the morning and never being seen outside in a public restaurant with a man. That is not what attention is to us, sweetheart. It is not the same. That goes back to my point, what I was saying earlier. There's a difference between men and women and beauty. For men, being attractive, being handsome is a plus, right?
Nobody's
Kudos
disputing.
to
Look,
you.
look, hold on. Nobody's disputing that there's not no difference in beauty. What I was saying, what I was throwing in there was that because you were trying to say like there's no like you was just saying like if a woman, if she's just not pretty, if she's just not appealing, she just, she gonna be cast to the side. And I'm saying that even the less fortunate woman in beauty, they're gonna get attention, and based on like what conversation me and you had, like dudes gonna smash anything. Like you could go to the spot, what I'm saying? You could go to a spot, right? And you see, come on, you don't see some dudes out here with ugly girls. You know what I'm saying? You don't see some dudes out here with at the end of the day, attention is attention, right? Like, yes, some girls gonna get more attention. Some girls gonna get more of it. Some girls gonna get less of it. And I get what you're saying. Yes, beauty, of course. Some dudes will go to a certain extent to do a whole bunch of stuff for a pretty woman. Some dudes will do that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she listening. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes will do that. And I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is this. At this, in the same token, you could be a dude with money. Come on, you know this, cop. You could be a dude with money. As soon as it's just like a girl, you could be a bad girl with bad kitty. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as the word get out that you got bad kitty, it's a wrap. You know this. You know this. You might not know firsthand, but come on. When a certain when certain things come out to the light, you know this too. It don't matter how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot. It was a situation we were just talking about. We were just talking about something like this. Small baby gang versus ugly chicks is a double sided sword. You know what I'm saying? So like, so I was just trying to say that like sometimes even when you got money as a man, if it's something tarnished on your resume, it don't girls don't care. Like they're gonna use you. Yeah, they're gonna it's girls that might pull up to the club. They're gonna be like this. You want to buy us everything? We gonna drink it, but they already know like, and she might be one of them freaky girls that be going home with dudes. She not gonna go home with you. She not if she's just trying to get her rocks off. She's not gonna go home with you. She might try to get a bag out of you, but I don't know, man. I just feel like the same thing with Bad Kitty. You know what I'm saying? Like a ugly, because like an ugly girl with a good body, she's still gonna get attention.
Right.
So it don't matter about how much makeup. I seen dudes be at the spot and they be like, I don't care about her face.
Right.
Her joint crazy. And
Right.
girls know that. Girls know that. So I
Right.
think again, beauty, right? We talking about beauty. I
Right.
disagree
Right.
because I feel like if a woman got some a little nice pieces on her, nice melons, and around the booty, and she could look like Shrek, dudes is taking that home.
Right, right, right. And you're definitely right. And I think that the idea of beauty, right, has changed over the past few years, over the past decade, I could say, with the glorification, with the influx of the stripper going back again to hip hop, right? Going
Yeah,
back again to the mainstream of hip hop and strip club cultures and this depiction of bad bitches, right? And so being a bad bitch is not only, it has actually far doing with who you really are as a woman, what you bring to the table, your intellect, and it has everything to do and literally how fat your ass is, right? It actually, it's a lot of it actually has nothing to do with your face. I mean, somewhat you could be mediocre in the face, but as long as you have that
if you
body,
cute, it's a plus, like you said.
right, exactly. As long as you have that body, you're considered more attractive. And this idea is not new, right? Women have utilized their bodies to captivate wealthy men from the beginning of time. This is why prostitution is one of the oldest professions, right? Because men are willing to pay to be in the presence and to have sex with attractive women. So I think that this is why a lot of women are investing into getting their bodies done, and trying to always look the part, and trying to fit this image of the bad bitch, because we continuously have seen, especially now in this culture, how women are able to utilize this and literally turn this into a tangible way and turn it into a monetary gain. Women are able to live off of, we live in the age of OnlyFans. If OnlyFans is not a literally an example of like the era that we're living in right now, where men are paying money just to look at women who 9 times out of 10 they will never ever have access to, women who they never ever have sex with, where literally men are paying to just look at these women. Why? Because they deem them beautiful. Beautiful because of their face, beautiful because of their bodies, all types of stuff. Because not every woman on OnlyFans is necessarily
I feel like they
porn.
paying. I feel like more so they paying for the fantasy.
It's porn.
Cause look, porn is free porn online. So I feel like they paying for the fantasy of like you talking to me, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You making me feel like it's an interaction between me and you. Rather, and porn is different, right? And porn is just like it's two people having sex. So I think they're paying for the fantasy, but you know, I kind of agree.
Right. But my whole point is being that if you are attractive, if you are beautiful,
Yeah,
you are able to literally turn your beauty into money. Women are buying houses and women are buying cars just because they are beautiful. And so I just want to put that kind of perspective when we talk about plastic surgery and we talk about why women are paying all this money, because we are seeing these things, you know what I'm saying, on social media. Women are doing these things. Women are laying down on these tables and risking their lives because they want to have access to certain men. Women want to be paid just to be attractive. Women want to walk into a room and have all the men's heads turned because men, and we know this to be true, will pay just to have you in your presence. If you are attractive, a man is going to take you to a certain type of restaurant. If you are attractive, a man will give you thousands of dollars just because you are attractive. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the
that,
sucker man, by the way. That's the sucker man. Now you know what I'm saying? The sucker man.
I mean, again, like I said, prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, and I'm not sure why men pay thousands of dollars and give women money based off how they look. You know what? Actually, I do. Actually, when I think about it, it's, and I think certain types of men do it. But I think men who are flashy, men who, and this all really boils down to capitalism.
Men who don't have swag and just got money
Not necessarily, but
most of the
women.
time.
This, like
You don't
again, like,
you don't set it yourself. You don't set it yourself. Dudes leave with their money. You know what I'm saying? They don't got nothing else to offer. Just money. Just buy me a gift.
okay. Again, like I said, I think it all boils down to capitalism. I think that women invest in these things again because of money, and men invest in a certain image, right, to display. You being with a beautiful woman is going to attract other beautiful women, right? And men know this, right? So that's why men wear the Rolex. Men like the nice luxury foreign cars. Men like to wear certain designer things, right? Not because they even necessarily care about these designer materialistic things, or these things make them feel better about themselves. It's because these things attract a certain type of a woman. So men like to, when they go to certain places and they're in certain type, they want a certain type of woman with them. They want an attractive woman with them because it's like a trophy. It's like a women are like, some women are deemed like as property. Like women are like accessories almost. Women are like Rolex watches. A woman is the literal physical manifestation of a Rolex watch
She like
because
the fanny. She like the fanny pack. She like the.
right. Right, because ultimately the idea is, again, going back to this depiction of the bad bitch. This is a woman that you cannot have. This is a woman that I only have access to, or women or men of my stature only have access to, because she bad. See, she a baddie, she a bad bitch, and what do we have? The city girls, or do we have girls like Sweetie and Megan Thee Stallion and all these female rappers always saying? I don't even know the lyrics to these songs, but city girls always talking about, I need a nigga with a bag, I need a nigga with 6 figures, he better spend this on me, he gotta be rich, he gotta be this, he gotta have this, he gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? So it all boils down to hip hop. It boils down to this culture that we're living in.
Somebody said, Vic, say you got a sister and she comes to you saying she's getting talked about because she doesn't have this, doesn't have that. How do you help her get through it? At the end of the day, I think it's about self-esteem. I think nobody can knock you off your high horse if you got good self-esteem. If you feel good about yourself, okay, you might be a little fat. So what? Like, you fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you might be a little skinny. So what? It's some people that are secure. Some people know they skinny. You know what I'm saying? Some people know they fat and they cool with it. They cool with it. They wake up every day and don't do nothing about it. They're cool with it. They don't care. There's some people that been made fun of their whole life and they cool with it. I think at the end of the day, you just got to be secure with who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we grew up poor. Some people grew up poor. You ain't have certain things. So what it did? Some people either was cool with it, or some people either went out and stole, robbed, killed just to get stuff. So at the end of the day, like insecurities would lead you to do certain things. Like I get it. The only insecurity I understand is like food insecurity. Like if you don't got food in the crib and your parents can get you food and you go out there and steal for food and you know what I'm saying? Like I understand that. I can understand that. But if you just don't have enough, like if you wasn't raised in a home where they encourage your beauty or where they encourage originality or where they encourage, or build yourself up, then that's unfortunate, but
Okay.
that's something that is happening. And I think like I will always, my whole thing, if I had a sister or the woman that are around me, like I will always encourage them to like, yo, just feel comfortable in your own skin. Like, and I know it's easier said than done, but I think like that's just what it goes down to. You just have to be secure. And if you really have a big problem with it, then eat better. Like you some of these people, because this is the thing, some of these people are gonna go get surgery. And mind you, surgery is cheaper now, so it's more affordable. But I remember there was a point in time where people wasn't even getting surgeries. People wasn't even, because again, it wasn't promoted. Like people were out here barefaced, no makeup. When I came home 2016. It was little girls out here wearing makeup. That's something I never seen before I went to prison. You never seen little 12-year-olds wearing makeup, little 13-year-olds wearing makeup. That's crazy. Like, and that's just me. That's my opinion. Like, if I have a daughter, she never wearing no makeup. I know 12, 15, none of that. Like, and I don't care what people say. Like, I just don't think we not even letting kids be little kids no more. Like, we're forcing them, and that's a whole nother topic, right? But at the end of I just want to say, like, yeah, like people got to build a higher self-esteem.
I think like as a woman, like I have a different perspective on it. I think it's like again, like I said, I understand the pressure.
Don't keep repeating yourself, because we got, what I'm saying. I just don't want you to like say. But go ahead.
I understand the pressure. Whew. I understand the pressure, right? Like I understand the pressure as a woman. And I think that my intent is not to shame women who have gotten plastic surgery. I understand why certain women invest in their bodies, right? And I also understand that I come from a place of privilege, right? And that pretty privilege is real, right? And so being in a situation or being a woman who does not get any attention, or who is not deemed as attractive, or who is called ugly, I don't know what that feels like, right? But I can imagine it somewhat. And I can imagine as a woman in particular, it probably does not feel very good because our value is in how we look. But I say that all to say, like, I feel like women need to make a choice, right? If this is the path that you want to take, is beauty a bad investment, right? And what I mean by that is beauty being a bad investment is, and that's a question. That's not really a statement whether or not beauty is a bad investment or not. I think for some women, if you can utilize your beauty in a way that, again, that can turn into something monetary and that you can make something stable and live a long life with, like women who are buying cars and buying houses and literally making millions of dollars off of OnlyFans or whatever vices that they have, or their powerful alliances with wealthy men, right? If that's the lifestyle that you want to create, that by all means, right? Go ahead. But in 30 years, you need to realize, right? This is the game that you're playing. In 30 years, majority of your sex appeal is going to be gone, right? You're going to be 50. If you're 20 now, you're going to be 50. You know what I'm saying? If you're 30 now, you're going to be 60. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be attractive. You're not going to have access to these rich wealthy men. So you need to take that into account when you enter this type of world. So if you're going and you're laying down on that table, you need to have a game plan, right? You need to know, all right, I'm doing this, I'm going in here, I'm gonna make this lifestyle for myself. You need to ask yourself a question again, like, is this a good investment? Is it something that I want to invest in? Because at the end of the day, when this beauty fades, what will I have for myself? So I think that that's a question, a better question that I would ask women, other than, oh, just go to the gym, oh, just eat better, oh, just get some self esteem, oh,
Yeah,
just
so
it's easy to say that, right? But the better question to ask yourself is, what world are we living in? Because we have watched how the body type, the ideal
I actually
body
was
type.
answering a question.
Who's answering the question? You?
I said I was answering a question.
Oh, go ahead.
That's no. Somebody asked me what I would tell my sister, and that's what I said. Like she need to build her self esteem up.
Okay,
Okay.
right. So, right, over the past decade, we have seen the ideal body type change, and it's going to continue to change. We are living in a simulation. It's going to change. In the next 10 years, what is deemed beautiful is going to change. We've seen the big stripper booty wave. We've seen the Black Chinas. We've seen the Amber Roses. We've seen the ridiculous booties, literally. That's not in anymore. Women are not going to get plastic surgery to get these stupid, huge booties, this stripper look. Women are going now, and I'm noticing now, being athletic and being fit is more of what's considered desirable. So women are getting surgery, but they're also trying to get it to a way where it kind of looks natural and it's not that much in your face, and getting huge. Remember the huge, I remember huge boob waves, and well, a lot of women were going and getting very large breasts. Now we're kind of seeing small breasts and big butts being in phase, right? So like, I feel like we've seen the body types change. It's going to continue to change. So I think that's a better question, like, that I would pose or that I would ask, right? Is like, is this a valuable investment?
I don't think body types really change. I feel like in the black community, most women have always been voluptuous, and I feel like the ones that got left behind are trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it has changed. Like you could go back to the African times when they had the voluptuous sister in the museum in England, like right, and European people thought it was some freak show, or they thought it was just some like unrealistic stuff. No, like women, black women have always been kind of like voluptuous. You have some that fell short of it, but for the most part, they always have had a decent sculpture to them, right? So what you really seeing is, like you said, you seen the Kim Kardashians. You seen these other women with they Spanish and they're a little they're a little short. Um, whatever the case might be. The point is, you seen other women trying to catch up, and I feel like, and then you seen a few who try to, be a little extra. You seen the, but that wasn't. I don't think that was ever a thing. I don't think it was a thing. Like women that already was nice and voluptuous to add on. You seen a few people that was a little, you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like you already look nice. You already was, But I think for the most part, I don't care about. So I think for the most part, it's a trendy thing with these women that were trying to catch up, and this is how like the conversation about lip fillers, right? Because like black people are not really getting that, right? Certain people are getting lip fillers. Certain people are getting certain things, right? They getting cheek shit done. They getting other things. But I feel like I feel for the most part, it's people that were trying to catch up, because the only thing I think that changed was the trend, right? Because in the black community, like me and you had this conversation. I feel like in the black community, men, black men have always wanted thicker women. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Overall, I'm not saying all black men, but I think for the most part, black men always wanted thicker women. Like even with me growing up, like dudes wasn't really paying attention to the skinny girls. Like they'll be like, oh, she mad pretty, she cute, dude might date you, but he looking at all the thick girls. He looking
Right.
at all the other joints that got the, you know what I'm saying? So I think what happened was mainstream society that's usually controlled by European standards, they're the ones that kind of like these modeling agencies, right? They look down upon the thickness. They look down upon certain communities, right? Voluptuous women. Now it's becoming a thing where it's like, oh, but if you look at it like dudes been having these type of, shorties in their videos, right? Like they've been having, because so I don't think that it changed. I just think it's more acceptable now, like natural hair, like the natural fro. You got white people getting dreads. So, and again, that's, we don't want to go into that cultural appropriation, but I think like that's the the Eurocentric folks is the ones that's kind of like, this plastic surgery shit, right? And they was the first ones to be able to afford it. They was the first ones to be able to, like, they could spend that when plastic surgery was thousands of dollars. Now it's like, I don't know, it might be a few hundreds. People flying out the country. It's becoming more accessible. So I think that's another thing too. Access. It has become more accessible. And yeah, I wanted to respond to something because somebody was talking about, yeah, somebody said, Kai, you bugging. We love the Cougars because you were saying at 50 years old, you lose it. But I feel like when you age, I feel like people age bad because they do certain things to their bodies early on. But again, like I was saying, like the gym, if it's a lot of people that go to the gym. It's a lot of older people that take care of themselves. And I wanted to say this about people that have surgery. There's some people who, and this is the mindset, right? This is the dumb mindset. They look at it like, I'm gonna go get surgery, but they don't stop eating bad. They don't start exercising. They don't do nothing. They don't change nothing of their lifestyle habits. So you know what's gonna happen? If you was fat, you're gonna get fat again because you have not changed your mindset.
Right.
So again, you could go into the, oh, it's better said than done. You can't just tell them about the insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like, because okay, you're gonna get your body done and you're still gonna eat the same way, and then you're gonna go do it again, and then you're gonna keep going through this shit, right? Which creates more complications for your body.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, if you insecure, it don't matter how many surgeries you have. You know what I'm saying? Because you got something up here that's wrong with you. It does not, getting your body done does not change your psychology. And
Right.
that's just something that I was trying to get at. Like, so if I had a sister or I had a woman relative who is insecure, I'm trying to work on her
Right.
psychology. I'm not trying to sit here and just be like, well, you know, it's your body. No, no. Like if you care about somebody, you're gonna tell them about the adverse effects. Like, yo, this is something that could happen, or whatever the case might be. If you're gonna do that, change your eating habits, change this. At least start working out so you don't let it get to you, so you get to the point again where you feel like you got to get surgery again. And that's just my little 2 cents.
Right. No, I definitely agree with you. I've definitely seen women who have become addicted to it, and have used it as a means of fixing everything. So they go and they get lipo on their stomach. I've seen chin lipo. Now, women are taking the fat out their face. I've seen crazy surgeries. I've seen forehead reduction surgeries. I've seen just I can't even remember at the top of my head all these crazy surgeries that women are getting. But they start off with one thing and then they do this and then they do that and they do this and they do that and they just every single time they see something wrong in their body, they gotta jump and run to the plastic surgery office. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with you. It is an insecurity and it is something that needs to be dealt with mentally first before anything. But yeah.
But like you said, I agree. Like at the end of the day, like I get it. If you doing it, like again, some people make their money however they make their money. You know, if you again, if it's an investment for you, if you feel like, boom, I'm gonna bust this move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm because I, like you said, like you can't be a stripper forever. So
Right.
if you thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna make as much money as I can, and then I'm gonna bust this other move, open up this firm or open up a beauty supply
Right.
store or do whatever I do, whatever.
Then
You know what I'm
get your
saying?
money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's an investment, right?
Right.
You're not. But if you just on something like I literally I knew a girl that I was talking to, right? And she told me like, yeah, I'm gonna go get my butt done. And I was just like, get your butt done for what? Like I was like, you look nice. You know what I'm saying? You look nice. You look like a nice woman. You know what I'm saying? Body, face, everything. And she was just like, yeah, but I just want to have the type of butt when I walk down the block, everybody stop what they doing and they just looking at me.
Mm.
So I looked at her like, yo, I was like, yo, something wrong with you. Like I literally told her that. Like I was like, yo, something not right. Like here she is, a pretty ass woman, nice. I mean, like I'm telling you, she didn't even have a flatty or none of that. Like you feel me? Like she was nice, but she had this mindset of I want to walk down the block and have all the attention wherever I go. And you know what's crazy? It don't matter. Even if your butt look crazy, like it could look retarded, stupid, it could be done the wrong way. You still gonna get the attention. It might not be people thinking like, oh my gosh, she's pretty, but it's gonna be like, ew, you still getting attention. Like, you know how they say there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
So you still gonna get the attention. It might not be for what you want it for. That don't mean they want to indulge and engage with you, but they might be just looking at you like, yo, her butt looks stupid, like
Right.
ew, like so. And I don't know. I don't know what type of attention she wanted, but she was just like, I just want to get the attention.
That's unfortunate.
Mm. So, um, so yeah, and then that's what I just. But again, like I'm not here. Like I don't really care. Like what I'm saying. Like if you want to get your, if you want to sit here, says a lot about yes, exactly. So like if you wanna if you plan on, because a lot of people gonna read this. A lot of people we live in a society where everybody just you know want to simplify stuff. So like you judging people. Like at the end of the day, everybody judges people. Like knock it off. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta knock it off. Everybody judges people. When you first come in contact with people, we formulate a preconceived notion about what this person might be like. If you post something on your Instagram, if you post something on IG, it's just like I tell people, if all you show is booty pics, people gonna assume you giving up the booty. You know what I'm saying? Or you advertising the booty. You doing something. So
Mm-hmm.
like I don't like what I'm saying? Like it's like if you post pictures with books all the time, people gonna assume you read a lot of books.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna assume you well versed in some stuff. So it's the same thing, right? If you post pictures with gangbangers, people gonna be like, you in a gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we might not be able to say, oh, that don't mean everybody. Come on, cut the crap. People judge people. People have preconceived notions about people based on their output. You know, it doesn't mean that's who they are, but we be looking at people like until we get to know you. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean we condemning you, but people be like, what this person about? It's like the girls that be posting the freaky stuff on the internet. Come on, dudes gonna jump in your inbox because you talking freaky stuff on the internet. That's just how it goes. So people get out here and they talk about we judging, and like everybody judges, bro. Everybody judges. If I post some crazy pics, people gonna judge me. If you post some crazy pics, I'm gonna look at you like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we all do it. And again, I'm not here to like, again, I don't really care. Whoever get plastic surgery, they get it. You know what I'm saying? Um, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, it is a phenomenon that is something that is saying like it's okay. It's okay to go get your boobs done. It's okay to go get your butt done. And I think that's the thing that I was trying to get at.
Right.
Like it's not we shouldn't be pushing that narrative. If a sister want to go get it, if that's her investment, if that's how she get her bread, if that's how she get her rent paid, I'm not telling you. I'm not here to tell you switch professions. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
here to tell you. I'm just here to 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 maybe sway the other people who feel like because some people don't think it's a profession thing. There's some people who think like no, it's just okay. It's okay. Like it's okay for me to go get a lip filler if I think my lip not fat enough. It's okay for me to just go get a boob job because I want bigger breasts. But it's like, why you want bigger breasts? Like, why we not getting to the root of like why you want a bigger breast? If it's not your business, right? If you're not making money with your body, why are you getting this?
Right.
And I think that's like, and I think that's the bigger question that I'm just trying to get at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why are we doing it? You know?
Right. Basically, that was my point too. I agree.
Yeah,
I just think
yeah.
that women should, if this is the path that they want to take, I think they should have a game plan. I think that they need to be realistic, and that no matter what, in 30 years, you need to, you know what I'm saying, like you need to have a game plan because you being attractive, you being beautiful, as much as men like cougars and as much as men like older women, you're not gonna see 50-year-old women in clubs. You're not gonna go to Nobles and see women sitting across from wealthy 50-year-old women sitting across from wealthy men. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see the NFL players and the NBA players and the owners of these Fortune 5 companies with 50-year-old wives, even if they're 50 and 60 years old, right? So we could cut the crap on the cougar stuff, right? Not saying that older women are not attractive, right? But let's be realistic, right? But that's
As
the
you know, we
point.
got the Halle Berrys out here.
But right, that's the point that basically I was just trying to make. Is beauty a good
Do you
investment?
think? Do you think some of them older women began surgery? You know how like the Vanessa Williamses and the Halle Berrys and the
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so you feel like they
Yes.
be fronting. You feel like they began surgery on the low and they be fronting like they be just hitting the gym.
Well, sir, right, yes. Yes, there are tons of women who proclaim to be natural and they are far from it. Just all women just don't go, and every woman doesn't necessarily go and get the crazy, ridiculous surgeries. There's a lot of women who get surgeries. They do it in such a minimal, small way, and then they work out, and it looks natural. It really does. And surgeries are not only bodies, right? A lot of these women are getting lip fillers. A lot of these women are getting Botox. A lot of these women are getting under eye injections. Like the surgery world is crazy. A lot of these women are getting surgeries in different ways. A lot of these women are doing cool sculpting. They're doing non-invasive surgeries. Like I said, they're not necessarily going under knife, but they're making changes to themselves. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think once you in a Hollywood, like I think like once you like, because I think like yeah, like sometimes you get to a certain point where it's like your paparazzi is always on you, and I feel like that also breeds insecurities, right? Like when you see like yo they caught some crazy pictures of you, and you look crazy. Like sometimes they'll have pictures like, oh, we caught Halle Berry at the beach, and you might see a little cellulite, or you might see a little certain, and you be like, damn, it's not like they asked for your permission. It's not like they said like, yo, can we post this? So I think even those celebrities at some point they get into these insecure moments because it's like yo they're constantly following them, they're constantly on them, and again these pictures of them. So I do think some of them, but I wouldn't say I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't believe that some of them are not getting surgery because I really want to believe. I really want it to be hope for like you know what I'm saying like the younger generation. I really wanted to be like you know what, damn, if Halle Berry could do it, I could do it too. You know because it's almost like the relationship goes right. Everybody was talking about Will and Jada. We want to be like Will and Jada to the entanglement came up, and now it's like damn. Now people talking. Now people going back to Bobby and Whitney. Those, but
Right. But
but
but ultimately the goal is though, I understand the point that you're trying to make, but I want women to not do that, right? I want women to stop looking at the Holly Berries, right? Because somebody
yeah,
said in this comment, some of them have money to hire a chef and personal trainer to get right? These women are extremely wealthy. These people that you're aspiring to become or to look like are wealthy, right? And some of them they're light skinned, right? Like that's a whole nother concept. That's something that some of these women will never be able to achieve. Also, Halle Berry came up in a different time where you didn't need the ridiculous 40-inch huge booty. You know what I'm saying? Being natural was more attractive. Also, Halle Berry has been, I don't even want to go into the whole white man thing, but this is it's listen, stop
you're
aspiring.
right because white man do like slimmer women.
Stop, and she has been romantically involved with white men as well. So let's stop idolizing these women. You will
Somebody,
never, unless you have access to what they have access to, you are never going to look like these women, right? These women
somebody said
are celebrities.
yeah. Somebody said if someone says it's all right. Hold on. The comments went up. It says someone says at this point, it has nothing to do with getting money now. It's just a repetitive cycle of women competing and trying to outdo other women just because. What do y'all think about that?
Absolutely.
Um, I think yeah. I think at the end of the day, I think that is about money in a way. I mean, they're not getting the money, but I guess it's competition for attention. Men
Yep.
do it too. Men pull up to the club. You ever see dude got a 20. His drink might cost $20, and he pull out a knot of hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like attract somebody, right? Like it's like you just showing off. Like dudes do that all the time. Like when
I
they
see
out,
it.
you know,
I see it all the time. Strip
dudes
clubs
do
are a perfect example of that.
dudes do it all the time, right? Dudes go to the strip club and sword fight each other, compete over who threw the most money.
Yep.
You know, like people do a whole bunch of stupid stuff. So it's
Right.
like,
One
so
dude
I
buy
think
one
it is,
bottle. The next dude at the section got to buy three bottles. The next dude in the section got to buy six bottles. Like it's a pissing contest. It's crazy.
yeah, definitely. So I definitely agree. I think it is a competition, and it does not like I agree both ways, right? It is a competition. You know, it is a competition. It's not always about money, but I think it's a competition, and the competition could bring money, right? It could bring money because at the end of the day, like some girls find guys. Think about it. Think about how many of these video vixens just show up, just be banking on a rapper taking care of them, and they don't got to make videos again. I don't got to be a video girl. All you got to do is just keep looking pretty, keep looking good, keep showing up to this is
Have
your
sex with
job.
the right man and have the right baby.
You know what I'm saying? Put it on the right rapper. And some of them be like, I'm gonna get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? They might be pulling up with their own condoms, putting
Yep.
holes in them. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff
Right.
that and a lot of people, and it's sad, but a lot of sisters have that mentality of like, I'm gonna get pregnant. I had a homegirl personally that who told me that she seen this dude, she met this dude that was selling drugs. He was a dope dealer, and she said, I'm having his baby, and she really had his baby.
Yep.
So there's
Hmm.
there's video vixens who do the same thing. I'm
Yep.
gonna get rich. I'm gonna sleep with the right rapper. I'm gonna trap him. I'm gonna have his kid, and it's a rap. It's a rap. Once a
Right.
girl get you, and you got that kid, and a lot of these chicks be hiding the kids. They be hiding the kids. So I don't know, man. I think that it is a competition though, Joyce. It's definitely a competition, and that competition could bring you some money. Any more points? You got any more points? Because we've been on for like 50.
Nah, that's it.
But yeah, that's it. We don't want to drag it. Make sure y'all stay tuned every Sunday. We're a little late today. It's kind of late, but every Sunday, like at 10, we're gonna strive to do that. Bring y'all new episodes. And again, if y'all got any suggestions, anything y'all want us to touch upon, y'all can always comment under like our latest videos, and y'all can check us out, man. We also on Spotify and Anchor, and I think we also on Apple Podcasts and a bunch of other ones. I don't know them on the top of my head, but make sure y'all stay tuned, man, and y'all check us out. So y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.